Hi, this is my Libra review for March. We have an exciting month and we're starting off with the Venus and Mars aspect, which we talked about last month. They were conjunct. They are still conjunct this month and they're moving through your 4th house, but on the 6th they will move into your 5th house, which is the house of love and love affairs. So this is a time when you may be meeting someone new. If you're already in a relationship, then there's a chance to deepen the relationship you already have. But to start with, this aspect is in your 4th house, so it's centered more around the home. So this could be love more for your partner or your family, and also for your surroundings. You may want to make them better. But the conjunction makes a positive aspect, a conjunction with Pluto, so this brings intensity into the fore. A lot of passion as well. Now there is ambition, because Mars-Pluto is about ambition. This is in Capricorn, which is also an ambitious sign, and it's in your 4th house. So you may have ambitious plans for your home, or for making alterations to your home, or for moving to a bigger home. And then with Venus, it's about love. It's making your surroundings very beautiful and relaxing, so that you can enjoy them, and enjoy them with your family or your partner. Now the other aspect that happens on this day is an aspect between the Sun and Uranus. Now your Sun is in the 6th house, so it's related to work and everyday tasks and routines. Now Uranus in the 8th means there could be money coming in from an outside source to do with your work. The other thing with the 8th house, this is about psychological development and awareness, perceptions. So these will be, you'll be getting crazy kind of messages and flashes coming through with Uranus in this position. And they could well be related to your daily routine. So just keep an eye out for any things that happen, any excitement that's generated, and then follow that through. There's a new moon on the 2nd, but there's a bit of conflict here for you, Libra. The new moon is obviously normally about getting things started, about putting things into place, and it's in your 6th house, so your daily routines. You could put new regimes in place, diet, fitness, health, exercise. You could organise your work area. But this new moon is in Pisces, which is very much laid back. And the new moon wants you to trust your intuition and go with the flow, rather than initiating all these things. You need to be relaxed and do the things that come naturally to you. Don't force anything through, because this could cause you a lot more grief later on. So relax, chill out, and allow things to take their course, and don't push them through. It's a very dreamy, laid back, spiritual, compassionate new moon. So take advantage of this, your more spiritual side, and there'll be more compassion for others. So maybe introduce more love and care for others into your daily routines. Also on the 2nd, Mercury comes and conjuncts Saturn in your 5th house. This is a day where you need to look at your communication and use your communication more creatively. You need to get your point across, but do it in a different way. And then on the 4th we have Sun-Jupiter conjunction. This is in your 6th house again. It's a very optimistic, positive day, or 3 days that you got to work with this one, and you can start to put things into practice that you've realised you need to do at the new moon. On the 6th, Mercury makes a square to the moon's nodes. Now there could be opportunities here regarding finances, because the nodes are across your 2nd and 8th house. Could be your finances, or it could be shared finances, of money coming in from an outside source. But there's opportunities coming this way. Now, Mercury will try and overanalyze everything, and you could talk yourself out of things. So just beware of this and don't miss up an opportunity. Then on the 7th, Mercury makes an aspect to the black moon Lilith. Now this is a time when you need to look at your communication, look at your growth and your expansion, because the black moon's in the 9th house, and see where you are with this, because over the next few months part of your personality is being stripped away. Mercury is the first step, and then the Sun later on. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you need to be aware that things are happening, and there are changes going on, and you will be a slightly different person in 3 months' time. On the 12th we have the Sun making a conjunction with Neptune. Now this aspect can go one of 2 ways. This can either heighten your experience. Remember, it's in the 6th house, so you could be have more imagination and creativity regarding your routines, your diet, your exercise plan, and you could embrace all these things, and there could be a little bit of a mini rebirth happening with you at this time. Or on the negative side, you could just be fed up with everything, and you get to the point where you just can't be bothered. You're overwhelmed by it all. There's too much to sort out. You don't really want to handle it, and you will go to escapism. Now you need to be careful because you don't want to overindulge on food or alcohol or drugs, because this will be quite harmful to you with this aspect. If you do feel like this, turn to the spiritual side, do some meditation, go into a retreat, or just take yourself out of situations and just contemplate and meditate. On the 14th, just as the Sun-Mercury aspect is fading away, the Sun makes another aspect, this time a positive one to the Moon's North Node. Now this is uplifting. This could be where you get help and advice from someone to put you on the right track regarding your financial situation. There could be a mini crisis or a change that comes up, but there's a silver lining to this, and it will be okay, and you'll learn and gain something out of this. Then on the 16th, the Sun makes another aspect. This time it's a square to the Black Moon Earth. Now we spoke about this a minute ago when Mercury made an aspect to her. Now as before, the Sun is working with the Black Moon, and it's stripping away part of your personality to reveal an inner layer, so to speak. It's like peeling the outer ring off an onion. There's another fresh ring underneath that will be exposed, and this will happen in 3 months, and it'll be so slow you probably won't even notice, but in 3 months time, when the conjunction between the Sun and Black Moon take place and the light is shone all around, you'll be able to see where the changes have actually taken place. On the 17th, Mercury makes an aspect to Uranus, and this brings some excitement in your daily routines, and you'll be able to sort problems there that have been hanging around for a while, because you'll see them in a new light. On the 18th, we have our full moon. Now the full moon's in your 12th house in Virgo, and normally I would say this is a time to take it easy, to recharge your spiritual and physical batteries, and to just chill out a little bit and have some time alone to chill out. But there are other things going on, far too many other things going on, lots of aspects going on that will probably make it very difficult to do that. Now, the full moon in Virgo is about getting organised and getting things sorted, and this will certainly come in handy because we have also what we call a cradle aspect. Now this is made up of sextiles and trines within an opposition. It's very similar to the mystic rectangle we had a few months ago. It's very dynamic in its energy, but it's focused on the money houses, that's where the opposition is, of the nodes, and it's also focused on the 6th house of work and routines, and the 4th house of the home. So it's very busy around these areas, and you'll want to be getting security in. You'll want to be feeling stable. So this you'll have to work out. So you won't be able to take it easy with this full moon. You're going to have to still carry on and get things put into order. Now, there's very creative energy, so that you'll be able to find solutions to problems, and you'll be able to get things sorted in the finances, the home, and also with your work and routine. So this is an ideal opportunity, really. And we have other aspects on as well. I'll tell you about those in a second. As well as the full moon and the cradle aspect, we have Neptune making a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node. Now this will bring favourable encounters your way. This lasts for 2 weeks, and there'll be lots of opportunities for you to advance with and through the help of others. Also, it's so busy at this time you're going to struggle to fit everything in. But Venus makes aspects as well. Venus makes an aspect to Chiron in that 7th house. You'll be very, very affable. You'll be very liked by people. People will be drawn to you. You can advance in this way because people will be easily able to help you. And then with Venus making an aspect to Uranus in the 8th house, your sexual desires and the excitement will be unbelievable, and you'll be barely able to control yourself. So there's so much going on. What a busy time when you should be relaxing. On the 20th, Mars comes into the spotlight. He makes two aspects. First one is to Chiron. Chiron's in that 7th house of relationships. So what Mars is saying is there may be people who are standing in my way, who are preventing me from going forward with the creative flow of energy that Mars is producing. And these obstacles need to be removed. This is a challenge for you to be diplomatic, negotiate things and get people round to your way of thinking. The other aspect on the 21st is to Uranus. Now Uranus will help you to see these challenges and to approach them in a different way, a different and unusual way to your normal ways of handling things. This is the creative use to this energy rather than doing nothing and waiting for it to build up so it explodes. Use your creativity. Mars is in that 5th house. Use your creativity to solve your problems now. Between the 23rd and the 27th, Mercury is very active. First aspect on the 23rd is to Neptune. Now this conjunction will help you because Mercury is very at home in the 6th house. That's his domain. So he can help you to understand things, bring messages and information to you about the aspect between the Neptune and the Moon's North Node, which is lasting for 2 weeks. Then on the 26th he makes an aspect to Pluto. This will allow you to dig deep within the home situation and see whether there's any issues, whether there's any problems that need fixing before you move on. And then also on that day there's an aspect from Mercury to the Black Moon Lilith. It's a time to share your anxieties and put them to bed, especially at work or within your routines. If there's any problems or worries that you've got, good time to talk about them now and get them solved as well. And then Mercury moves off then and will join the Sun in Aries, and it'll be in your 7th house. To end the month, Venus, your ruler, comes into play, and she makes a couple of aspects. They are not so easy though. Venus has now moved in the 5th house of love and love affairs. Mercury and the Sun are in the 7th house of relationships, so there's a focus on this area now. But Venus unfortunately comes and conjuncts Saturn. This is not her favourite planet to aspect. She's limited by Saturn. Venus can't express her affection and her love as she would normally. She's thwarted in a way. But this only lasts a day. Once you get over that, there is an opportunity then to discuss things because she makes a square aspect to the Moon's nose. Now across the money houses, so there may be financial issues, sharing issues that need discussing. This would be ideal time to do that then. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tune in next month because April is the busiest month of the year astrologically. And we also have our first eclipse, and we have the biggest aspect of the year coming together.